Hello, my dear students. Hello, my dear students. Good morning. It's a great time to have you on my course of English Grammar 2. Today we have Unit 52. Before we begin, I'd like to give you two pieces of advice. The first one is related to your health. You have to take care, take care of your health. You have to take extreme care of your health in order to keep yourselves happy, healthy, and comfortable. We have some steps that might help in this direction. The first one is to keep social distance. The second one is try not to mix with other people. Don't draw near other people. Don't use other people's things like handkerchiefs, cups, and glasses, gloves, and so on. If you feel worried, if you are not sure, try to stay at home as long as you can. This will help provide you with extreme immunity. You can be immune. The second piece of advice is related to your study. Study right from the beginning. Study right from the beginning. Don't waste time. Your time is precious. Your time is invaluable. So try to make the best use of your time. Uh, and each lesson should be studied very carefully. Very carefully. We have here, our grammar today, this semester is mainly focusing on verbs and questions and yeah, either gerund or infinitive. This the main point and the main part. Try to read your lessons. Try to read the examples, do the exercises, and be prepared to give your homework, to present your homework in a good file, a file that can be opened. This will help raise your marks. You can get high marks if you do your homework properly, efficiently, and timely. Don't wait the last minute. Try to be punctual. That's, a good point to make. Now, today we have unit 52. We have, in this unit, we have question tags. You repeat the short question. If you have a negative, statement, you give a positive question. If you have a positive statement, you give a negative question. That means you make sure that you have understood what the other people say. Study these examples. You haven't seen Kate today, have you? No, I'm afraid not. Uh, it was a good film, wasn't it? Yes, it was great. So here, have you, wasn't it, are question tags that are, I mean, many questions, many questions that we often put on at the end of a sentence in spoken English. In a question tags, we use the auxiliary verb have you, was, will, do, and so on. We use do, does, and did for the present and past simple. For example, Karen plays the piano. Plays, so we use does. Doesn't she? Oh, yes, but not very well. You didn't lock the door, did you? No, I forgot. Normally, we use a negative question tag after a positive sentence. For example, Kate will be here soon, won't she? There was a lot of traffic, wasn't there? Michael should pass the exam, shouldn't he? On the other hand, we use a positive question after a negative sentence. For example, Kate won't be late, will she? They don't like us, do they? You haven't got a car, have you? Notice the meaning of yes and no in answer to a negative sentence. You aren't going out today, are you? Yes. Yes means yes, I'm going. No means I'm not going. The meaning of a question tag depends on how you say it. If your voice goes down, you are not really asking question. You are only inviting the listener to agree with you. It isn't a nice day, isn't it? Yes, beautiful. Tim doesn't look well today, does he? No, he looks very tired. She is very funny. She got a great sense of humor, hasn't she? But if the voice goes up, it is a real question. You haven't seen Lisa today, have you? No, I'm afraid I haven't. Have you by chance seen Lisa today? You can use a negative sentence plus positive tag question to ask for things or information or to ask somebody to do something. The voice goes up at the end of the tag in a sentence like this. You haven't got a pen, have you? Yes, here you are. You couldn't do me a favor, could you? It depends what it is. You don't know where Kate is. Yes, do you? Sorry, I have no idea. After let's, we have the question tag is shall we? Let's go for a walk. Shall we? The voice goes up. Yes. After don't, the question tag is will you? Don't be late, will you? The voice goes down. After the negative question tag is aren't I? Am I not? We have I'm right, aren't I? Yes, you are. So far, we have been explaining Unit 51, which is mainly devoted to the question tags. And the question tags depend upon the previous sentence. If you have a negative sentence, you must have a positive question. On the other hand, if you have a positive question, you will have to use, uh, negative question. Now, exercise number one, put a question tag on the end of these lessons or this sentence. Kate won't be late, will she? You are tired, aren't you? You have got a camera, haven't you? You weren't listening, were you? Sue doesn't know And does she? Jack's on holiday, isn't he? Kate's applied for the job, hasn't she? You can speak German, can't you? You won't mind if I use, he won't mind if I use his phone, will he? There are a lot of people here, aren't they? Let's go out tonight, shall we? This isn't very interesting, is it? I'm too impatient, aren't I? You wouldn't tell anybody, will you? Helen has lived here a long time, hasn't she? I shouldn't have lost my temper, should I? He'd never met her before, had he? Don't drop that vase, do you? So we have here these exercises, and on the margin here we have the answer. No, she won't. She's never late. Here, yes, a little. Yes, I've got to here to actually. Yes, I was. No, they are never. They have never met. Yes, he's in Portugal. Yes, but she won't get it. Yes, not very friendly. No, of course he won't. Yes, more than I expected. Yes, that could or would be great. No, not very. Yes, you are sometimes. No, of course not. Yes, 20 years. No, but never mind. No, that was the first time. No, don't worry. Yes, we are still doing exercise number one. Let's move to exercise number two. Exercise number two, read the situation, write a sentence with a question tag. In each situation, you are asking your friend to agree with you. Number one, you look out of the window, the sky is blue, and the sun is shining. What do you say to your friend? Um, yeah, nice day. It's a nice day, isn't it? Hmm. You're with a friend outside a restaurant. You're looking at the prices, which are very high. What do you say? The prices, it is, very expensive, isn't it? Number three, you and a colleague have just finished a training course. You really enjoyed it. What do you say to your colleague? The course was great, wasn't it? Um, Number four, here, your friend's hair is much shorter than when you last met. What do you say to her or him? Uh, you have cut your hair, haven't you? Or you have had your hair cut, haven't you? Number 5. You and a friend are listening to a woman singing. You like her voice very much. What do you say to your friend? Uh, she has a good voice. She has a very good voice, hasn't she? Number 6. You are trying on a jacket in a shop, but you like or you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. What do you say to your friend? We have here, it doesn't look very good, does it? Number 7. You and a friend are walking over a small wooden bridge. The bridge is very old and some parts are broken. What do you say? Ah, here we have the bridge isn't very safe. Is it? So you are afraid. It might fall. It might collapse. It might crumble at every step you make. All right. Exercise number 3. In these situations, you are asking for information, asking people to do things, etc. You need a pen. Perhaps Jane has got one. Ask her, Jane, you haven't got a pen, have you? Number 2. Joe is going out. You want him to get some stamps for you. Ask him, Joe, will you get me some stamps? Won't you? Number 4. You need a bicycle bump. Yes. Number 3, we have you are looking for Diane. Perhaps Kate knows where she is. Ask her, Kate, don't you know where Kate is? Number 4, you need a bicycle bump. Perhaps Helen has got one. Ask her, Helen, haven't you got a bicycle bump? Yes. Haven't you? Have you? Or you haven't? Have you? Number 5, Anne has a car and you need a lift to the station. Perhaps she will take you. Ask her, Anne, you are driving to the station, aren't you? Number 6, you are looking for your keys. You have lost your keys. Perhaps Robert has seen them. Ask him, Robert, haven't you seen my keys? Have you? All right. We have come to the end of this lecture. I hope that things are made clear. I hope that every point is made clear. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Don't, hesitate to contact me on the model, on the WhatsApp, or in other, for example, in Telegram, any other, piece of ways of communication. Finally, I have to thank you very much for joining me on my English grammar course number 2. Today we have done unit 52. I hope things are made clear. If you have any questions, as I've said, please tell me. Present your files in a good way. Send me your answers in a good file that could be open. This will help, raise your marks, improve your average, and you will, of course, become a great, excellent students. And this is, my hope. I wish you the best of luck and see you next lecture. Thank you.